All right. Happy day after Christmas. Sorry, I'm a little late hopping on. Hi, Tammy. You're already here. Welcome. That's okay. You chat away as much as you want to chat away. That's totally okay. So, happy day after Christmas, everyone. I hope you had a great holiday with your family. We got snow. We have more coming. So, first thing this morning, I got out and shoveled our walk, and then I did the neighbor next door. She's an elderly lady that lives alone, so I did hers too. So I got my workout in this morning, and we just sent Grandma on her way. She's driving home because she wants to get home before the next round of wind and snow hits, because the wind is starting to pick up and blow all the snow off of our roofs here. So I figured today what I would work on is you're watching, but you have to babysit grandkids. Totally understandable. I'm sure Sammy will probably pop in here and make an appearance at some point. But today I figured we would work on, I played around with, I'm still getting the hang of it, but the homemade watercolors from Yuli, I believe is how you say it. Yuli watercolors. This is the ones that Rachel's Rocks was using. And I was like, I need to try those. They look very fun. And so I just tried to make kind of a round shimmeriness on this. This is a homemade stone. So I just added some of it, and then I want to make a mandala out of this. So it's going to be kind of a subtle, dark mandala. Hi, Kat. Welcome. Snowy there too. All right. Southern Oregon is close to northern Nevada, so I'm sure you do have some of the snow. So what I'm going to do, this is a total experiment. So I base coated this black and then put the watercolors on because Rachel's Rocks, she was saying that these look best on black background. So I just started that way. And then, sorry, Sammy's watching football in the other room. So what I'm going to do is I want to do sort of a black, I wanted to do black dots, but I was afraid regular black would blend in too much. So I'm going to use this brushed metal. So it's a brushed black. It's kind of like a metallic black color. So I'm going to try this. We'll see what comes out. So my idea is to do a mandala all in this and then take glitter paints that match these shimmers and then add that on top of the black dots. So we'll see what happens. I'm not sure. But these watercolor paints, I want to play with them some more. I think my New Year's design this year is actually going to use these because they are a lot of fun. I have a couple other cards that I also ordered. And you can kind of see where I had to, there's almost like a divot in the card. You can see right here. And so I had done a little research, and the best way to use them is to put a drop of water on the dot itself to let it kind of soak in and soften, I guess, before you take a wet paintbrush and go into it. So I need to play around with them some more because I don't feel like mine is as shimmery as the Rachel's Rock, but I also don't have resin on it yet. So maybe it's not showing everything. So let's give a shot with this mandala and hang out. And you guys are always so interested in my nails, which are dead and empty and dry because I was shoveling snow this morning. But I wanted to show you my next set because I thought these were so cute. These are the Dashing Diva ones, but look at the little polar bears. And you can't really see these very well, but they're like little sweaters. They have like a texture on them. So those are going to be my New Year's nails, I think. They're so much fun. But so tell me about your holidays. How was everybody's holidays? What did you do? What did you eat? Anybody get a favorite gift? Who got rock painting supplies? I got a new light box to take pictures because I've been struggling a little bit to take pictures for the thumbnails on the videos when it's cloudy. I don't have the sunshine and it's hard to catch the sparkles or just get good light. So I have been struggling a bit. So I got a cool new light box. And this, I don't know if you can see it. There you can see kind of how it's shimmery black. It's almost like a very dark metallic gray almost. Yes. What do you need?
I'm stay here until I hear the game change.
Oh, okay.
Can I?
Who's winning your game?
There's only 2 minutes on the clock. Patriots lost.
Oh, you better go check it out. It's like the end of the game. Anything could happen. Sammy has become a football fanatic recently. So let's see how well this shows up. This is center dot going on. It's definitely going to blend in, I think. Let me grab super close.
Because the Patriots had 21. The Bills had 33.
Oh, so Patriots probably are not going to catch up, huh?
Nope.
Got
the
it.
game's end.
Game's over?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're all going to shake hands. Except for the one that got injured in the game.
Oh, Kat got some and Tammy got some. What did you guys get? Oh, careful. Don't bump me, okay? What did you guys get for rock painting supplies? I'm now working with a number 2 in my mandala dotting set, and I'm doing like the compass part, where it's northwest, east, south, getting kind of those 4 directions on there for starters, and then I'll go in between each. So this is going to be very dark. It's very experimental. I don't know how well it's going to show up, but I'm hoping that when resin gets on it, it's going to be amazing.
Oh my gosh, 120? 60 plus 60 is 120?
Yes, 60 plus 60 is 120. Good math, dude. Oh, good. You had all of your grandkids together. That is awesome. So cool. I'm not going to squish too many dots around this first round because I want the shimmery stuff to show through. Oh, you got brushes and glitter paints. Yay! Those are both good gifts. Those are great things to have, right?
Whoa.
Okay, so now I'm going up to the number 4. We'll see how this goes. What, Sammy?
What's that number?
That's a very large number. I don't know.
What? The twins know it.
Well, then go ask the twins.
I just turned it off.
Careful, you're bumping me.
Sorry.
All right.
I'm going to work here. Okay?
Go sit at your desk and work, and you won't bonk me.
I'm working here.
Ooh, Princeton paintbrushes and Winsor Newton paint. Are those, I've never heard of either of those brands. They must be, I'm guessing the paintbrushes are nice paintbrushes. That sounds like a nice paintbrush brand. Very cool. Yeah, I haven't painted in, feels like more than a week. I'm not sure. Christmas rush was a little bit nutty around here. And then we had weather and we went to the movies on Christmas Eve, which was fun. We saw Sing 2, and I think I liked it more than the kids because I was singing along with all the music. We liked both of those, Sing 1 and Sing 2. Oh, careful. You bonked me.
I didn't.
Yay, Tammy, you feel like you're getting better at mandalas. See, it's just practice. You just need practice. I have no idea how this is going to come out because I'm realizing how dark it is, but it might be kind of a cool experiment and maybe more about texture than about the paint, because the dots you can kind of feel when you do them, which is cool.
Mommy.
Yes, Sammy.
I like your dotting tools.
Thank you. Watch out.
I'm going to use one.
Hey, I need my arm, dude. I am not good lefty.
Yeah.
Can you please let go? That's my ouchie arm. Thank you. Okay.
You have to try.
Now I'm on number 8. Just kind of moving up, going around, creating the mandala.
Mama. Mama.
Yes, Sammy.
What can I do?
Better go check the score.
It's probably already done.
Maybe the rock painters need an update on the score. We have some football fans in here.
I do.
There's a lot of them that are watching football sometimes when we paint.
Like what?
I don't know.
No. They just in the comments they told you.
Let's see here. So that was 8. Now we're going up to 10. We're just going to go bigger till we go to the edge, I think. See how we do here. Tammy, you're bumping me,
I'm sorry.
mister.
I got your microphone out.
I don't need that microphone.
Well, I'm gonna need it.
Going around. Let's see. I think this might be interesting. Looks like you guys can see it fairly decently. I tried to open all of our windows to get light, but this almost feels like you want to run your hand over it, even though it's not dry yet, but texture. It's all about texture. So, now I'm on 12. We're on size 12 now. Going and going and going. Around and around. My poor fingers, my hands are so dry. If anybody has a good recommendation for like a hand cream that's very useful, that works, I'm convinced that all lotion puts alcohol in it so that you end up using more. It's like a marketing ploy so that you buy more and more lotion, right?
You're interrupting me.
It just gets really dry here in the winter. Actually, all the time. It's high desert. It's always dry. But I feel like my cuticles get so dry. So I put lots of like cuticle oil on, especially before I film the videos, because I feel like I have the driest fingers ever. But maybe I think I need to try somebody told me that the best solution is to use stuff that's more oil based, like even just putting like mineral oil or baby oil on to moisturize, which is not a terrible thought. It feels kind of like a greasy thought, but I think that actually makes sense when you think about it. What's
words from my old words from kindergarten? Are these my
Nope, those are your first grade words. Oh, you like the metal lip. Good. I'm glad you like it. This was totally a last minute thought. Palmer's hand cream. Okay, I'm making a note and I will look that up. Palmer's hand cream. Ooh, careful. All right. That's what Tammy says is a really good hand cream for dry skin. So I might have to try it out. All right, so I'm on 16, which is my biggest dotting tool out of this set. And I think that's okay. This is a good place for it to extend to. It's almost to the edge, but not quite. I did extend the watercolor paint kind of right around the edge of the stone. And it worked. It worked good. So this mandala is definitely more spaced out. It's not super tight, which is good for beginners, right? If you're not so sure about these, this is a good way to start, is to space them out quite a ways. And then you have room. So, okay, so Palmer's has a lot of cocoa butter and aloe. That seems like good stuff for skin. Makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So I'm not sure that I am dry enough. I am on the starter ones. Should have brought my little fan over here to dry these off. Maybe I will fan with some paper. I'm going to fan it with a book. So if you see, I'll try not to put it right in the middle of the thing. See, Tammy's giving all the advice for the hand cream. Smart. Try and fan this dry just a tad bit so we could put some of the glitter paint on there. But I think this might be kind of a unique, like a galaxy stone, outer space rock type of thing, sort of. We'll see. Does anybody have any exciting New Year's plans? Oh, thanks. You brought me a fan. Even better. Sammy brought me a big fan. see how this goes. I'm spinning it around and I'm trying to keep the fan action out of the camera so I don't make you guys dizzy. I think we will be sitting tight for New Year's. Oh, okay. So you started using it and it's working because your hands are in water a lot from painting. That makes sense. I feel like, I mean, where I live is bad enough for dry skin because we're in a high desert and it's especially bad in the winter. But then all of the COVID stuff and like the extra hand washing has made it worse, right? And if you're using, like I have a thing of sanitizer in the car. So if I like run into Walmart or whatever, I can use the sanitizer before I can get home and wash my hands. And that alcohol is so drying. So I think it's gotten worse this year, or this, what are we, 2 years in now? Because of the washing, hand washing, and the alcohol-based everything that's trying to keep us sanitized and clean and stuff. I think it's just gotten harder, more difficult. So I will definitely look for some of that for sure. So I think my inner dots are dry enough to add some glitter paint to them. So let me close up this one. But this brushed metal is very pretty also as a base coat if you ever need to. It makes a very pretty base coat because it's like a metallic black paint. So that's what I originally used it for. So I believe I got this at Walmart. It's Folk Art is the brand, but I got it at Walmart, or you can probably get it on Amazon or at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, any of the normal places. Oh my goodness, Tammy, you can get sunburnt and frostbite in a week. I believe that because we're close to Tahoe, and so the ski resorts are nearby, and that's always a big issue for skiers. If they don't put sunblock on, they can get sunburnt to like no end. It's because the snow, you're reflecting the snow, or the snow reflects the sunlight back off onto you, and then you get burnt to a crisp. So oh my goodness, close to 80. That's insane. We had some high temperatures in fall that were a little bit unusual, but we haven't had 80 for months. But I'm very grateful for the snow. We need the snow like really badly. Really badly, we need the snow. So I'm grateful that it finally did. And it was on Christmas. We haven't had a white Christmas, I think, since like 2012. So almost a decade. I'm going to start with this fuchsia glitter paint because my first circle of the watercolor paint was a pink glitter. So I'm just going to start with this. And I'm just going to add it to not the centers of the dots, but like the bottom to create that blooming look out. So I might help if I put my glasses on. Oh, I bet people went outside. That must have been crazy. It's like Christmas on the beach. That would be a little weird just because I'm not used to it, but let's see here. So I'm going to try and not stick my finger in any of the other dots if I can help it. These are going to be very tiny. I actually need to use my other dotting tool. I didn't bring my tiniest nail dotting tool, so I'm going to use the tiniest of these, which is a number, come on, focus. Come on, camera. Maybe. Oh, number 1. There it goes. Number 1 is the tiniest one. This is the one I need to use. So let's try and see if we can get some tiny glitter dots on our first row going around here. And my thought with this was that maybe it would kind of lighten up the design and just increase the sparkle factor again. But we'll see. I've done this with other designs, but never one that was so dark. So I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we'll see. It's always fun to take you guys along for the ride with an experiment, right? Oh, I'm sticking my finger in these wet dots. No good. No good. To fix that with some of the watercolor later. All right, so we've got a pink And my next color was yellow. So I've got some New Chick Yellow. And this glitter paint, I have a few glitter paints. My orange is like this too, where the fuchsia one just looks like the glitter is the color and it's in like a clear liquid. And this one, the liquid actually has color to it. Oh my goodness, this is really thick. Let me shake some more. But this yellow, it actually has color in the liquid that's encasing the glitter, if you can see that. It just looks more colorful, right? It looks like the paint. So let's give our second round a try and see if we can not stick fingers in the dots again. I have to pay more attention to that going around. I'm just going to add, going around, blooming it out. And if I cycle through all my colors, I'll just start all over again at the edges with the pink. Because my watercolor pattern was pink, yellow, orange, blue, and green. No particular choice. I was just kind of sort of going for a rainbow. It literally was my first try with these watercolors, so I definitely want to experiment more with those and see how that goes. Sorry for the spammer. I just put them in timeout. They will leave. That timeout that I discovered however many months ago, very handy because they know they got their hand slapped and then they just leave and they don't bother us anymore. So off they go. Okay, orange. Yeah, ignore that one, Tammy. It was a spammer. They were spamming links. I have more of that happen in the comments, and hopefully I remove them before you guys ever see them. I'm going to use pumpkin orange glitter next. But yeah, they spam these weird links, and I've never clicked on them, but I have read that a lot of times it goes to a porn site. So don't click on any of those weird looking links. I put them in timeout. They should be gone. Hopefully that comment disappeared also. I think it did. Yeah, don't click on links unless they're for me. Because if I'm putting a link, it's usually only to help you, to direct you to one of the products you've asked about or another video or something. But if you don't know who it is, don't click on it. It's welcome to the internet. Maybe that's how we know we're doing decently over here is we've got trolls trying to spam, but I don't want you guys to go to some sort of awful, unwanted, horrible website or have it install some sort of malware or something. Everything is so, I'm not very techie in that sense, but I know enough that people can do some pretty crazy things with the technology, and I don't want that to happen to you guys. So don't click links if you don't know where it's coming from. I try and keep them cleaned up on the channel, but you know, I do have a day job, so I can't sit here and watch it all day long, but YouTube catches them a lot of the time too. I think they must be able to identify some of the just the way that those links are structured. I think they can tell. Oh, you get spam text messages. I don't know if I do or not. I get a lot that are politically connected, and I don't know if I maybe accidentally, not accidentally, but willingly, you know, during the election when I wanted to keep up on things, signed up for something, and then now they're hitting me with more information that I don't really care about at this point. But most of them seem to come from organizations, and it's the same organization. So I think it's probably my own, like I agreed to it at one point in time. But spam text would be a pain. I know one of our family members deals with that, but she has one of the prepaid phones, and she just recently got the number within the last few months. So I think, you know, you end up inheriting whatever junk the person that had that number before you was getting. But that's one of the disadvantages. But And I guess I use my cell phone for everything now. So that probably plays into it too, because we don't have a home phone. So you give out your cell phone for everything. And I think you end up on marketing lists and whatnot. So it's just part of life, I guess. So now I'm on, I think I forgot to show you this one. This one is a turquoise glitter paint. I think I used like a teal watercolor on the rock. I used this one right here. I haven't dug into this blue yet, which is really pretty and is gonna look really pretty on something, but I use this teal one, so that's why I chose my turquoise glitter instead of the like royal blue one. I have a royal blue one also. One of the things I'm hoping to get a video out soon on is I got some of that, I'm not going to remember what it's called. It's made by Liquitex and it's the iridescent medium. I don't remember what it's called, but it's basically like an iridescent medium that you can put in any paint and you can add it and it makes it iridescent. Any color paint you can make iridescent with this medium. And so I'm really excited to try that because I think that could be a bit of a game changer if you don't want to invest in buying a bunch of metallic paints. You could just buy this one thing and know that you could make any of your regular paints metallic and just the amount that you need. So I'm curious to see how good it works. There's a gal I follow on Instagram that does all mandalas. Her name is Delicate Dots Andrea, I think. And she uses it. And so I'm very intrigued with how. Yes, you did tell me about it, Kat. I had seen it used before, and then you brought it up it was you bringing it up that put me over the edge to go ahead and order it. And I haven't played with it yet. I've had it for, I want to say like 2 months, and I just haven't played with it yet. It's funny how I save things. But when it's something new like that, now I want to share it with you guys because I can try it out and save you money. If it's crummy or if it's amazing, then you can weigh the option of whether you feel like you need to buy it or not. Or if you want it, ask for a gift. You're back. Who won the game?
The
Bills?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, darn. I'm sorry your team lost. Or one of your teams. Careful, careful. Don't.
No, that's my only teams.
That's your only teams? Hey, you just made me stick my hand in glitter paint, you goof nut.
Wait, which one?
The green one. Watch your hair. Don't get your hair in it. Please. Okay, so now I got green. I forgot to show you that one too. We got the green on there. This is like it says Peridot. It's kind of a, let's see. You're sticking your finger in there. It's a lighter green, so it's not like a Kelly green. It's kind of like a lime green glitter, maybe. Are you having fun?
Mm-hmm.
This is Sammy's hand, everyone. You're making the camera have a hard time focusing.
You mean like...
Don't. Oh. Okay, so now we're circling back around to the pink.
Mama, is going to spin around from here?
No, because it'll make the camera have a hard time focusing. Mm-hmm. Yes, it will. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's put some pink dots on these larger dots. I'm hoping that they're pretty dry.
Mama, can I make guys out of that?
Make guys?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Stack them?
Make guys.
I can hear people driving out on the street, and it is
annoying.
No, it's slushy, which is good because that means it's melted enough that people can drive safely. I think my husband had a little bit had a little bit too much fun this morning because he was the first one onto the street. So he got to make the first tracks and totally gunned it out of the driveway. He's such a boy. That's okay. He got to work safe. And hopefully he can get home safe before it starts again tonight. Okay, so you are not as impressed with it as you thought. So that'll be interesting. I am curious because I'm wondering if it takes more of it to make it more sparkly or if it's just not all it's cracked up to be. I'm kind of curious to put it like to base coat a rock with one color and then put that medium in the same color and then put like dots on top of it and see how well it
9,089.
how well it shows up, because I think that'll be an indicator. If you can tell that it really added some significant shimmer, it would show up. Hey, you're bumping me, buddy.
I'm sorry, but I made sure, when I was about to go in the living room, I knocked over your microphone.
You knocked over my microphone? Just pick it up. Or just leave it there and I'll clean it up when we're done.
Can I go under the desk?
If you're going to stay under there.
Then I'm going to come back up, though.
What are you going to come back up for?
I'm looking through the boxes and see if I can find something.
Okay.
What?
You need some test rocks. Yeah, if that's exactly what I'm going to do, and I'll show you guys. So I'll take you guys along for the ride for people that haven't purchased it. Because I feel like sometimes when I use stuff, there have been people that are like, oh, I have to buy this, I have to buy that. And you definitely don't have to buy everything that I use. And
Mommy.
I've accumulated all of this stuff over the course of years, not I didn't just buy it all at once. So I get that I know that feeling. I did that in the beginning too. So I don't want to send you on a shopping spree necessarily if it's not something that is super necessary. I'm trying to make these dots kind of thick so that they have some texture to them, because the glitter paint dots are fun. They will feel like they have some texture to them. They look very uneven to me at the moment. That's okay. So yeah, I'm very curious to see how that stuff works. And I want to play around some more with these watercolors and see what I can do with them. I noticed that Rachel's Rocks, she even tried her hand at making some of them, which looks like there's quite an art to it. I don't know that I would dare go there myself, but I think that's so cool that she was trying it out.
Yeah. Hey, Mama.
Hey, Sammy.
Bro.
I'm not your bro.
Yeah.
I'm your mom.
Bro.
Stop.
Bro.
You're going to get your hair in the rock. Okay, what did we do? We did pink, yellow. So yellow is going to need some shaking because it is very thick. It's actually like, look how goopy it is at the top. I'm going to get this out so that we can get more to the paint. Gross. That is sometimes what happens with glitter paints. And my theory is that they make these glitter paints with something that resembles Elmer's glue, because it smells like Elmer's glue to me. It smells like Elmer's glue, and that would make sense, right? Because you need something to kind of bind the glitter. So Sammy agrees, it smells like glue. Let's see here. Stretching art dollars. Yes, it is hard not to try everything. So maybe that can be part of. Here we go with the spammers. Holy moly. Go away, dudes. Leave us alone. Okay, second spammer. We should start like a little counter of the spammers if they're going to be showing up like this. And Kat is saying you think the watercolors would show up better on a white base. So that's another thing that I want to test. And another card that I got, I know the sun's coming out. Another card that I got had more, they're like lighter colors. They like, I want to call them fairy colors because they look like a very light pink, a very light, almost like an iridescent white, kind of like the hologram glitter paint, and just very light colors. Like they make me think of Easter. So I definitely want to try those on white. I want to try them all. Because that was my thought too, is that even if they don't show up better, they might show up different, which is still something. But I know Rachel in her videos has said that they show up better on black. That's her opinion. So I think it would be interesting to try it. And that's the goal. Is to maybe I haven't really delved into like doing product review type of things, but that might be kind of what it's like, is just playing with it and seeing. I was impressed with the Yuli Etsy store that I ordered them from. They came quickly. It was very easy. She sent me a little free sample of another sparkly one, which I thought was really nice. So yeah, I just need to play with them because the only watercolors I really messed with are the watercolor pencils, which is almost a different ball game because you draw it on like a colored pencil first and then play around with the water brushes, or I do. That's how I use them. This yellow is a hot mess. Let me get this out of the. It's also goopy in here, which I think is making life a little complicated. So yeah, it's new. Like I feel like I don't know how to use the watercolors properly because all I've ever done is the watercolor pencils. So they are fun to watch though. When you get them wet and then you first put them on the rock, they literally it's like a live sparkle. I don't even know how to describe it. They're very pretty. So that part of it is, if nothing else, it's relaxing and fun to watch that part. So we'll see. We'll play with them some more and see what I can get up. I have too many ideas and not enough time. I'm also trying to think of maybe doing another series. It won't be like the 12 days of Rocksmiths, but something fun for Valentine's Day, because that seems to be a really popular time and theme. Yes, sizzle cat. That's what Rachel calls it, the sizzle. But yeah, I want to do some fun Valentine designs and do maybe a series of some sort. I don't think I can pull off 12 days, and that wouldn't make as much sense anyway, but putting my creative thinking cap on what we could do to do some fun Valentine designs, because I know I always have a lot of fun around Valentine's Day, and it seems to be a popular sort of theme for rock painting. So I think it could be a lot of fun. See what we can do with the sizzle. I guess if there were watercolor paints made for me, they would be these ones, right? Since I'm such a glitter paint addict and sparkle. These are the ones. I can't make round dots to save my life today with this glitter paint. I'm looking down at it. It won't be as obvious when they dry because it never is, but it's just funny. Let's see here. Keep trying to go back and round them out, and then I think I make it worse. Which is okay. So after yellow came orange. Round these out a bit. Zentangle Hearts is actually one of my ideas, Kat. That's so funny. That was definitely on my little list. Zentangle Hearts. I've done some fun mandalas that aren't just dots before, where you incorporate hearts that I think would be fun. So if you guys have ideas or something that you would want to see, definitely throw it out there, and that might help me wrap my head around what I'll do there. So I'm still formulating, but yes, Zentangle Hearts was definitely one of the thoughts. Okay, yellow, orange. I need to shake up this orange again because it's goopy too. Maybe I need to clean out this lid. Oh yeah, it's crusty in there. So a lot of times I need to go through, not just with my glitter paints, but the regulars too, and I have to go around the threads on the caps to get all of this out. I do it on regular ones too, because sometimes it just gets in there from shaking it up and whatnot. And, when your caps start getting difficult to get on and off, that's usually my clue. With these glitter paints, back to my theory about Elmer's glue, they get goopy. And I think the goopy is because they get hard, because it's more of a glue-like substance. So I think we're on to something. Let's see. Okay, so let's do some orange on these big dots and see how we do here. I'm not using the flat numbered mandala tools because they're a little trickier with the glitter paint. So I'm using these dotting tools, the nail dotting tools, sorry, because you can kind of move the glitter paint around a little bit more. That's my hope anyways, to make, this is my largest one. So I'm trying to make the glitter dot a little bigger. I'm gonna need some more of this orange paint, I think. Kat says glitter paints do stink. It's not a stink that bothers me necessarily. It's just that I noticed it and I was like, I wonder how they make these. And it makes sense in my mind that you would use something kind of like Elmer's glue because it dries clear. And I think that's what Mod Podge is too. It's like a watered down version of Elmer's glue, because if you smell that and you look at the consistency of it, it's just like a watered down version of Elmer's glue. Because I think back in the day, people used to use, maybe they still do, Elmer's glue, like water it down, and you could do like the decoupage stuff where you know, put a picture onto something to keep forever, you know, like how people use Mod Podge now. Oh, these dots are so not round. So funny. This is going to be an interesting one. Did everybody hide all of their Christmas rocks in time? Hiding has been my challenge lately. Like I have all these rocks that I paint and then I forget to hide them, or I run out of time to hide them. So we kept boxes in the car, and I took a bunch to Vegas, which if you guys didn't see that video, it's kind of funny. So I hid a bunch in Vegas, as many as I could carry, and then came back and we did them. And God, this looks horrible looking down at it on the camera. It looks silly. So you can see kind of the earlier dots are starting to dry and they're kind of picking up on the shimmer. So I think this might be interesting when the resin gets on it. And I feel like I want to tie this together somehow because it kind of goes out, and then plus I like the pinks and the turquoise better. So I think what I might do is something, let me get all my caps on here, to tie this together. The pink and the turquoise maybe. I'm going to do maybe a version of walking dots. Let's see. With the pink. I'm going to pour a little bit into this so I have enough. Goodness, my cuticles are dry. I need to just go soak my hands in like warm lotion or something. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put a large dot at the tip of each of these big dots around the edge, and then I'm going to create kind of a crown around them, and I'm going to use this pink glitter paint because I like the pink. And so this will show up very subtly when it dries because it's not over a background, and it's glitter paint that has a clear background. Okay, I am not very good. I am admittedly not very good at the walking dots. The mandala artists, you see them and they just go doot, 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 till it runs out of paint and they're all perfect looking. And when I do those on mandalas, I usually use the numbered dotting tools and I go literally around like this and size them down because I'm not as good at that walking dot business. Yes, Sammy. Look at you. You're all decked out in your football stuff. Sammy got a whole Cowboys football uniform for Christmas from Santa. He's got shoulder pads and a jersey and pants.
We're gonna try and put the jersey on. We're gonna try and put the number on today.
That's right. We got to iron on the number.
No?
Yeah.
Did it say?
Yeah, you got to iron it on so it sticks.
Wait, is this gonna get sticky?
No, we won't iron onto this. Like this isn't something that you would iron like you iron like a dress shirt. because it's a different kind of material. But to iron on the numbers, we have to kind of heat up the numbers so that they'll stick. So you have to decide what number you want so we can put it on there.
Number 12.
Okay,
I
number
want
12.
to support Tom Brady.
Oh, okay. Even though you're a cowboy.
But I'm also going to pretend to be a patriot because they have the same kind of colors.
Ah.
Like this. I'm going to be playing with my football.
Okay, you go play with your football.
But in here.
Okay, don't make too much noise and don't bonk me. I don't want to get hit in the head with football. Hi, Jacqueline. Oh, family and friends Christmas. We got to stay safe and healthy and blessed. That is so true. This has been a crazy year. I don't know where the year has gone. This year felt like it flew by. Maybe because last year felt almost painfully slow. I think in the uncertainty of the pandemic, and not that we're necessarily completely out of that, but 2020 was painfully slow, I think, because you didn't know when any of it was going to end. So it was just painfully slow. And then 2021 just kind of like zoomed by out of nowhere. And it's crazy. Like, we're less than a week away from next year. Can you guys believe that? Insane. I saw a friend, she has a toddler and she's pregnant with twins right now. And she posted, the toddler was born a few days before Christmas a couple of years ago. And she put this phrase that the days are long and the years are short. And I was like, oh, that's like parenting summed up. That is parenting. Because there are days that just feel like they will not end, right? That are long and frustrating and full of homework or whatever the challenge may be. But then all of a sudden, the years have just zoomed by and they're growing up. And I can say that because I've got twins myself that are in their first year of high school. And now they're halfway through the first year of high school already. And that's just crazy to me. Oh, hi, Tabitha. Have fun going outside. I bet it's not snowy in Florida. Thanks for stopping in. I hope you had a great Christmas. And I can't wait to see what you and your daughter do for the New Year's thing. Because I know you will. You always do. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, time is a funny thing. It's a very funny thing. I can remember my parents when I was little, like saying, oh, 20 years ago. And I was like, man, that's crazy to be able that they can say that. And now I can say that. And I'm like, oh, I'm getting old.
Benji farted.
Oh, thanks for the update. Oh, boy. The days are long and the years are short. There's our proof, right? I'm just adding a large dot of the turquoise in between these because they're still kind of spread out. And then I think I'm going to tie them together with some smaller dots in between. And then we'll call it a day with these guys. Let's see here. I think what I'm going to do is take a small turquoise, and then I'll add a pink in between these to tie it to the pink kind of crowns that we did. I'm sure there's technical terms for these that I don't know. But let's see here. I love these little spinny Lazy Susans. I originally got them for mandalas. Hey, chill out, Mr. Football. We're tackling a yoga mat behind me here. I originally got these for mandalas, but I use them on a lot of my rock painting because it's just handy to be able to like spin it around. Oh my goodness. The days are long and the years are short. Yeah, you're good. I don't know about me. You're good. Okay, so I'm going to add a tiny pink dot in between those so that we have we've closed the circle at the top of the rock. That's kind of what I'm aiming for here. This is a sparkly rock. This will be fun. I think I might take advantage of the tiny bit of sunlight that's out there as soon as this dries, and I'll see if I can get some of the UV resin on it so I can share it with you guys. Go put it in front of a fan. Oh, I got them all. There we go. Fun stuff. Okay. Let me put this up a little closer so you guys can see it. So you can kind of see there's definitely going to be texture to this one. This will be one that, which I often wonder if that's a nice thing for some of the kids that have sensory, that respond well to sensory things. If that's like, you hope they find these rocks that have something they can run their hands over and feel. So I just need to let all of this glitter paint fully dry. You can see a lot of it's just drying around. It'll focus around the edges. That brushed metal kind of blended in, but it's not terrible. I feel like the middle dot needs something. I just don't know what. Maybe a pink, big pink dot in the middle, since pink is what we started with. Why not? Let's go for pink. Actually, I just got a better idea. Let's make it a heart without sticking your hand in any of the other wet dots. Challenge of the day. Looks like Mickey Mouse all of a sudden here. Make it into a heart. Dotting tools are fun to make little simple hearts with, I think. This is not exactly the way I normally do it, but hey. It looks like a heart. Okay. All right. There we go. All right, guys. I hope that we were a bit of a holiday hangover cure. No alcohol needed, but you may have a hangover from just the holiday hustle and bustle.
Mommy.
Yes.
The score of this game. Wait, let me go check the score.
Okay, go check the score. I'm going to say bye to everybody. I hope you had an amazing Christmas. I can't wait to see what you guys submit for the Word of the Year Rock Challenge so you can get your rocks featured in the New Year's video. It's going to be fun. Make sure that you submit them. There's a link in the community post, and I will try and put it in the chat here too so that you've got it. But
tell everybody the score.
Okay.
It's 0-0.
0-0. Great score. Must be early in the game.
It's the beginning of the game.
Got it. It's the beginning of the game. So yeah, I will put the link of where you can submit the rocks, and make sure you do it by December 30th at 5 p.m. my time if you can, because that'll give me enough time to get them all in the video. I think we might have more than we did the last time we did one of these challenges, but it's fun to share your guys' rocks too, because you guys do amazing stuff. So it's always fun. So I will put the link to where you can submit those photos in the comments on this video, and I'll keep putting it out through the community tab so that you can see, you know, you get the reminders, and the link will be there in your face a lot. So have a great Sunday. I will see you guys. I'm not sure about next week. I hope to be here. We should be on the road New Year's Day, getting the big kids back. But we'll see. Oh, Sammy wants to show you his football really quickly. There's his football. And he's off to the races. So yeah, hopefully we'll still be here next week. We can do our first live stream of the new year, because I just realized this is the last live stream of 2021. So yay us. Oh, there's part of his.
Hold it up.
Oh, part of his helmet. Let's lift the camera up here. There we go. There's the helmet. Okay, everyone.
Aim it at me. Aim it at me.
Kat says cool. Very cool. Okay, we will see you guys next week. Take care, everyone. Happy holidays and happy last week of the year. Bye.